Chaosoft Administrator allows you to easily delegate the ability for day-to-day administrators or help desk users or others to provision hybrid or cloud identities. I'm looking at the Chaosoft Administrator web portal. This is a replacement for native tools which don't provide this type of capability. And on the left-hand side, I see what we call virtual administrative units. These can represent organizational units in Active Directory, or they can represent admin units in Azure Active Directory. The user who is going to provision the new account simply selects the area of administration they want to work in and user type. They then click New User and presented with a very friendly dialog box. They simply add in a couple of key points, and you'll see that everything is populated automatically, and they are given, for example, this user is given a unique login name. They have to select the type of license, or in the background you can automatically assign a license. So in this case it's going to be a remote mailbox. I'm going to click License. I have predefined defaults, and I can hide the licenses I don't want them to see. I want them to be able to select this E3 with all these items pre-selected. I'll go ahead and click OK. I'll click Next. Some additional details I don't have to fill in. We already put in a note here to say who created the account. Now I just have to provide the job title. You'll see that other items are either pre-selected or provided through drop-down lists, so there's no fat fingering. Other items like employee data that's coming from your HR system can simply be put in, or tickets from your ticketing system. Once I complete the basic steps for providing the information for the account, we now have the concept of virtual attributes that don't exist on premise or don't exist in the cloud, but they're stored and linked in real time to our user accounts, so that you can have data that is not publicly available, but use that data to flag accounts for additional provisioning or access, or things like allowing them to qualify for conditional access policies in the cloud. I'll go ahead and click Create. This is an asynchronous task, so I can now go out and start to perform other tasks while that user account is provisioned on premise and immediately provision into the cloud. In both cases, you'll see it's very, very quick to do. We'll look for James Smithsonian. There it is. This cloud account is actually already provisioned in Active Directory. And if I come out, I can also directly check Office 365. I'll go ahead and look for James in the cloud, and you'll see that the James account is there as well. It's ready to go. Now this account is pre-sync, so as soon as Azure AD Connect syncs, any additional attributes that you populate on premise will be moved across.